And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are having a truly, truly fantastic day today. Well, it seems Anthony Edwards, Mr. Michael Jordan, who's the only skilled player of past eras, has reached out to Michael Jordan for advice on how to handle double teams because Anthony Edwards is getting frustrated with double teams. And I must admit, I really don't care for Anthony Edwards at all. You know, I feel like he's just kind of shown this pattern that he fits right into this modern entitled player type mentality. Obviously, the statement he made about past eras, his response to the All-Star game, basically saying that, hey, guys look at this like a break and, you know, guys really don't want to compete, you know, during the All-Star break, so to speak. And then, you know, I heard him say something about he doesn't like dunking because it hurts his hands. And now this, you know, he doesn't like double teams. He doesn't like the thing that comes with being a great scorer. So anyway, let's check out this article from the Bleacher Report. It says, Anthony Edwards asked Michael Jordan for advice after being frustrated. Says Anthony Edwards reportedly turned to an NBA legend for advice on handling certain aspects of the game. The Minnesota Timberwolves star reportedly asked Michael Jordan how to deal with the intense defensive attention he received this season. I was told by someone in his circle that 3 weeks ago, Ant reached out to Michael Jordan on advice on how to handle some of the double teams and traps that he's seeing. Mark Jones said during ESPN's broadcast of Minnesota versus the Denver Nuggets. He's been extremely frustrated up until late. Edwards is coming off of a breakout year, which he led the Timberwolves to a 56-26 record and took them to the Western Conference Finals. The young star's success attracted more attention from teams on defense this year, which resulted in early season struggles. In December, Edwards averaged just 20.5 points per game. He was candid about the frustration that came with playing a more passive game than he's used to. That was a good brand of basketball, but it's not how I want to play, of course. Edwards said earlier this month, per The Athletic's John Krasinski, I'm only 23. I don't want to be just passing the ball all night. You feel me? But the way that they're guarding me, I think I have to. This month he's been on a tear, putting up 30 points, 5.7 rebounds, and 5.5 assists per game while shooting a scorching hot 45% from deep. He had a career-high 53-point night against the Detroit Pistons on January 4. Whatever advice Edwards got from Jordan seems to be working. Now Edwards will try to stay consistent in his play as the Timberwolves look to make another deep playoff run. So what is there to say about this? I guess first of all, my first thoughts are that Anthony Edwards, you should be willing to take whatever advice Michael Jordan may be willing to give you. Not just advice on double teams. Well, whatever Michael Jordan has to say about your game, I hope you suck it up wholeheartedly. But yeah, you know, to me, like I said, to me, Anthony Edwards is just, he's part of this soft mentality. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, hey, he's one of the stronger competitors in the league. And yeah, that may be true on the surface. But like, again, all this complaining stuff, to me, that's just the mentality of softness. You know, I don't like getting double teamed, and And, I don't like dunking because it hurts my hands. And the first thing I can think of is with Michael Jordan is Anthony Edwards does not have that mentality. Because to me, if you watch Michael Jordan, of course, Michael Jordan got better and better, as his career progressed. But even when he first came into the league, Michael Jordan had such an attack mentality. But I think even more than an attack mentality, I think Michael Jordan just really didn't think he could be stopped by anyone or anything, or double or triple teams. And obviously we've seen Michael Jordan have a turnover against some double teams or whatnot, to take a bad shot. But what I'm saying is Michael Jordan's confidence level was so high. We've also seen him hit ridiculous shots on double and triple teams consistently. So Michael Jordan's mentality was really that of, there's nothing you can do to stop me. While again, players like Anthony Edwards, who want to appear to be so competitive, it's like they seem like they are whining about a lot of stuff that, hey, it just comes with being a superstar. Supposedly, that's what I thought. I thought that's what all the previous superstars had to deal with. Is, hey, if you're a real threat in scoring, you're probably going to have to deal with some double teams. Another thing I can think of about Michael Jordan is he seemed to get so good at reading, anticipating the double teams, to where you would see Michael Jordan reacting as the double team was coming. So it got to the point to where it felt like double teams could rarely trap Michael unless he wanted to be trapped, and then he was willing to make that pass. But he got so good at reading the double teams. And then the last thing I can think about Michael Jordan is just, to me, his ability to play off ball really helped alleviate a lot of the double teams. His ability to move, without the ball really added a whole nother threat that was really hard to guard about Michael Jordan. Because then, if he doesn't have the ball, then you really have to wonder where he is. At least when he has the ball, or when a player has the ball, period. You can focus in on him. But when he doesn't have the ball, a lot of times, you see MJ running on the baseline, catch it in the post, and then it's a quick turn and shoot before the double team can even get there. So MJ did a lot of stuff like that. So again, what we're really talking about is just MJ's game was so complete that it made him hard to double team. And as you notice, like especially during the later part of his years, I felt like they stopped double teaming him as much because he got so good at anticipating the double teams. So then it became just, and a lot of the clutch shots that you would see MJ shoot, aside from the fact that it was just a man's league back then and they expected you to be able to guard your man, even if that man was Michael Jordan. They expected you to put 100% effort, and players took pride in even trying to guard Michael Jordan. Whether it's Byron Russell or John Starks or different people like that. But yeah, in the later part of MJ's career in the Chicago Bulls, a lot of them clutch shots you would see is just one-man coverage. And I believe that's because he got so good at reading the double teams. He got so dangerous, it became dangerous to double team him. So yeah, to me, that really just goes to having a truly complete game, which not only a truly complete game, but being super fundamentally sound, And again, this is something that these modern players, they don't have. These modern players, Michael Jordan's commercial where he said, maybe you think my game was built on flash and not fire or something like that, is 100% true. Because all these modern players, I feel like their game is built on flash. You know, they are not very fundamentally sound, except maybe a couple. You know, I feel like Jokic has some good fundamentals. It seems like, you know, he has some good footwork. He has some good moves in the post. And obviously away from the basket as well. But yeah, these modern players, these are the generations that is all about the flash, you know, and it's not about the substance. It's not about the fundamentals. It's not about having a complete game. And so to me, you know, just these situations like this, it exposes your weaknesses. But anyway, you know, like I said, I hope Anthony Edwards takes every piece of advice that MJ has to offer. When I saw him on the Starting Five documentary on Netflix, to me, it just made me feel like this guy's more of a clown who fits into this clown era. But, you know, maybe if he starts taking some advice from MJ, maybe that'll change. I hope. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think of Anthony Edwards going to MJ for advice because he was tired of being double teamed? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. You all have a truly fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. All right.